Hello, I'm Eric Sonheimer from the Los Angeles Times, and welcome to our latest edition of Season Interrupted. Throughout the spring, the Los Angeles Times and myself will be interviewing Southern California seniors whose careers and dreams were cut short by the coronavirus pandemic. Though the CIAF schedule has been canceled, the accomplishments of these young men and young women deserve your attention. Today's guest is Solomon Strader of West Ranch. He was all set to win the 400-meter championships in track and field, but unfortunately the season has been canceled. He ended up running in only one race.
It was tough. I think for at least on the track side, we had hope that things would get better. I know for my school, at least for my district, Hart District, the first decision was we were going to shut down school until April 13th. So we figured we would still have state because that's in May. And then that decision got pushed back and it got to May 5th. And then we still thought track could happen. And so we were just kind of having hope, but it seemed like daily meets were getting canceled. Meets like Arcadia, like Mount Sac, and even meets in June that are out of state, like in Seattle and in North Carolina. And then CIAF came out with a decision and school was closed for the rest of the year. So
how does a teenager deal with that situation, that hope taken away from me? We all know you're resilient, but it's still difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, especially for me. I mean, obviously I wanted to win state. That was the big goal. It was one of the reasons why I transferred. So it was tough not to be able to have that senior year. But at the same time, for me at least, I know I'm in a very lucky situation being able to run in college for the next 4 years. I know a lot of my teammates and then a lot of kids around the country are still looking for scholarships, not just for track, but for every sport. So, I mean, it's really tough on them since they didn't have a chance to kind of prove themselves this year.
How are you using this free time to kind of get involved in other things or discover new things?
I've been reading a lot. I actually just got this book on John Wilkes Booth today, so I'm gonna read that. So just a lot of reading, some writing here and there, but it's nice having this time off to just kind of settle and focus on other stuff.
You're headed to the University of Miami, hopefully by August, and
yeah.
What do you think college life is going to be like compared to what high school life is?
It's definitely a change. I think, especially going across the country. I know Miami's kind of similar to my old school, Trinity. It's not a really big school. It's kind of a smaller private school, but the biggest change for me, at least, is going to be not having my parents there. I mean, I'm somewhat independent now, but I still rely on my mom and my dad. Just simple stuff like dinner and lunch and just a hug, a high five, support. So,
and what are you most missing about not being able to do any kind of sports or watch sports, participate in sports?
Yeah. Well, with track, I mean, the one thing I like about track isn't necessarily running. It's just being at meets and seeing familiar faces. Track is kind of like a small family. So every time you go to a meet, there's always multiple people you've seen since first, second grade. So it's tough not being able to be a part of that track family and seeing other kids do well.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years doing?
In 10 years, I don't know. I think hopefully I really like writing. So something in the writing world, either journalism or writing for a show, maybe a late night show. I like comedy a lot. I like Conan. I got the Conan shirt on, so it'd be cool to work for him. Or something in film too. I love storytelling, so to be able to tell a story would be pretty cool. So,
well, you're going to be the fastest screenwriter there ever has been. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations and have fun in Miami, and we all hope that things return to normal. And so, congratulations on your high school career.
Yeah, thank you.